much for your remarks. I will, because we are a little bit pressed of time as well, I will pass now to Mr. Kostis SIFNAIOS. He should be virtually with us online in his office. Hello, Mr. SIFNAIOS.
Hello, Kostas. Good to see you.
It's good to have you with
To
us, even
Alexandra and George.
if you are still even online. It has been, this is the fourth forum that we have in Thessaloniki. We have been discussing about the virtues of the project of the floating storage regasification unit in Alexandroupolis for many years now. And based on the announcements that we have heard also from the minister earlier, it seems that we are very close to its materialization. We heard that there was a recent decision from the fifth and final investor to join the FSRU. That would be DESFA, our transmission system operator here in Greece. So we would like to hear from you. What are the latest developments? Validate what we have heard and tell us when the project will be live on stream.
Well, a very good evening also from me to our viewers and friends in the panel. And I would like to thank AmCham and the American Chamber and HAE for the privilege to participate in this conference. Unfortunately, I was not able to join you physically. Hope next year. In my short address, before going to discuss about the Alexandroupolis LNG terminal, I would like to look first into the great opportunity that our region, that's Southeast Europe and Greece particularly, as a leader in this region, face today and in the immediate years to come to transform their energy model and move from a carbon dependent to a carbon-free energy system. Lots of things have been said. The Paris Green Deal is now supported by the proposed EU Recovery and Resilience Plan, 32 billion. The American ambassador mentioned this. This is a very ambitious initiative that can and should help our economies to push aggressively forward the green transition. The funds for energy transition will focus on initiatives towards the reduction of emissions and improvement of energy efficiency. These initiatives will form part and support the National Energy and Climate Plan, which depicts our national energy transformation agenda to 2050. These are priorities applicable to all countries in Europe, not just EU member states. In Greece, the National Energy and Climate Plan sets the strategic objectives, the path and the milestones of the transition to a green, carbon-free and efficient energy system. This transition is not and cannot be a one-step process. We will need to move gradually from coal and oil also to lower emission producing solutions and infrastructures, and eventually to no emission production. This will be done by accelerating, on one hand, the investment in renewable energy solutions, and on the other hand, by switching from coal and oil to gas, natural gas. Gas is and will be used as the intermediate fuel to a fully decarbonized economy. Gas materially reduces polluting emissions such as sulfur and nitrogen oxides, while also cutting on greenhouse gas emissions such as carbon dioxide. In Greece, whilst we aim at tripling the renewable energy system installed capacity, we also look at moving from oil and coal to natural gas through the following specific axes: the decommissioning of lignite plants, the increased penetration of gas for heating commercial and industrial uses, that's through city networks in new geographies, increase of networks in areas where city gas exists today. Gasification solutions for gas distribution and industrial use in areas where gas networks are not currently planned or are not commercially viable today. For example, Western Greece. The use of gas in transportation. For cars, directly gas as a fuel or indirectly electricity as a fuel. trucks, LNG trucks, and equally important, ships introducing LNG as a marine fuel instead of light fuel oil or marine gas oil. Gas consumption is estimated to increase from approximately 5.3 billion cubic meters in 2019 to the range of 8 billions by 2030. Similar initiatives apply for most of the Southeastern European countries, where equivalent increase in gas consumption is anticipated. However, such swift transition, to be efficient and to the benefit of the end consumers, needs to ensure that the following key principles are maintained and reinforced: security of energy supply, diversification of supply sources and routes, reduction of single source or route dependency, integration of the markets, deregulation of the markets, creation of liquidity and trading opportunism, pluralism, and trading platforms, trading hubs. Now, I would like at this point to devote a few minutes to what you referred as KOSTIS. So if we can have some slides that I've prepared for you. This is about the project of the floating regasification and storage unit offshore Alexandroupolis, a new energy gateway for Greece and Europe. This project is a project specifically included in the National Plan for Energy and Climate, in the list of projects of European priority for energy, the PCI, Projects of Common Interest, since 2013, and in the Bulgarian revised energy and gas strategy for the 2020. This is a project that will play a pivotal role in the energy security of Greece and Southeastern Europe, allowing for diversification of routes and sources of energy, enabling market integration and promoting competition to the benefit of the overall energy cost to end consumers. It's a new energy gateway to Southeastern Europe, where we understand there have been a lot and still exist in the diversification of suppliers and routes. The project supports and complements the other regional natural gas infrastructure in operation or plans such as TAP, IGB, the interconnector Greece-Bulgaria, you can see in this slide and in the map some of those, IBS, the interconnector between Bulgaria and Serbia, the Kavala underground storage, which will be soon tendered, and of course Revithousa LNG terminal, the only existing terminal in the southeastern European region, excluding Turkey, of course, creating an infrastructure network that will allow the region to gain access to more and cheaper energy. Let me just go back to the previous slide, if it's possible. Now, the Alexandroupolis terminal is a project of national importance. It has been supported over time by all the Greek governments. I will give you just one of its geopolitical, geostrategic dimensions. It is the only new natural gas infrastructure that, together with Revithousa, provides independent gas transmission from Turkish soil. The only one. As you can see also in this slide, all the pipeline gas supplied to the region transits to Turkey. This is the case for both Caspian gas or Russian gas. Now let's move a couple of slides down, and the next one, please. Now, recently BTG, the Bulgarian transmission gas operator, Bulgartransgas, has joined DEPA and Gaslog as shareholders of the project. The participation of BTG, of Bulgartransgas, highlights once more the regional role of the project and strengthens further the energy cooperation between Greece and Bulgaria. And as our minister said in his speech, we would like to see energy being used as a means of cooperation. Now, this is some pictures of the recent ceremony where BTG has signed their entrance in Gastrade and in the project. And looking at the last slide, this gives you a quick glance at how the project progresses. We have now completed the EPC tenders for the construction of the project. In fact, today we have announced the preferred bidder for the construction of the fixed structures, so the pipelines, the mooring systems, the valves, etc. And we are shortly going to complete the technical evaluation for the procurement of the floating unit as well. So we expect to have completed the contracts with our construction suppliers by the middle of the fourth quarter. One other important element is that we have completed the market test. We have tested in the market the appetite of regional and international players to book long-term capacity in the project. So it has been completed in March, and 10 companies booked a total of up to 2.6 billion cubic meters per year, so approximately 50% of the technical capacity of the project over 15 years. The project financing is secured in competitive terms. Project financing in the sense of debt financing through National Bank of Greece. And also the project is included in the major project list of EPANEC and will receive European grants from the ESPA project. As I mentioned, DEPA have entered the share capital of Gastrade already in March, and Bulgarian transmission operator, Bulgartransgas, have just joined us. Now, looking forward, we expect to have the final investment decision to be taken by the end of this year. And following this, construction and testing of the different components will take approximately 2 years. So we anticipate start of commercial operations by the end of 2022, beginning of 2023. As the minister said, we expect very shortly for DESFA to join the project and then in that way conclude the composition of the players who will participate in this project. You can see it's a wide range of very important market players in the region and also a very important maritime company who is one of the largest LNG operators in the world. That's Gaslog, who is a company listed in the New York Stock Exchange. I think that's the latest update on the project, and things are running pretty quickly to lead us to FID by this end of this year. Thank you, Kostas.
Less than 3 years from now, based on the timeline, it's almost in 2 years from now. So that's a very important development for the region and for the country and for the gas